Hey there guys, it's RCK here to bring you your next Omniscience or Omniscience game here going on. So let's go ahead and jump on in. First we see a few battles from Statist. We see 3 battles from Abizia, 1 Machaka, one Ashdod, 1 Ermor, 1 End. Some unexpected events look like happened for them as well, so let's go ahead and jump on in on the first Statist battle we have here. Looks like he's fighting in the forest. Looks like he got an event that gave him some flagellants. Not too bad. I'm sure he will be grateful to have the extra chaff in his army. And they're already running away. Okay. But the slave warriors stuck it out, and it looks like they have finished off the rest of what was there. So we lost 7 elite warriors and 2 slave warriors. Okay. No, 7 flagellants. My bad. I see him now. 7 flagellants he lost. Next, we'll watch his second expansion here. In Flemenstan, I think. Looks like a mixture of all elite warriors, no slaves in there. Yeah, no slaves that I see. So good, I'm glad he switched over to elite warriors. I think they're a little bit better than the slave warriors. And there's only 3 commanders here, and he took them out relatively quickly. No losses at all. Also, the Sacred Serpent here, if no one knows about it, this is a standard unit for Statist, so it gives all of his units in the same squad plus 1 morale. Nice to have. They're also sacred. He summons them from every. He can summon them from every temple every turn, so he can get 1 out of every temple per turn. So let's go ahead and jump in on this Abizia battle we have here. In the cave here, it looks like he's pinging. Ooh, and it looks like this has been an assassin battle. The assassins have taken all the commanders out, and he's pinging it now with a single commander, and he has taken the province. Nice. Let's watch the other 2 Abizia battles before we watch the Machaka battle. And it looks like, ooh, it looks like he didn't kill all the commanders this time. There must be one left right there. There's 3 in here. Interesting. Not sure what he's doing with that right there. But he did lose his guy. I guess he just wanted to see how many commanders were actually there. Not sure. I should have had him on retreat. Or maybe he attacked the wrong province. Looks like we have 1 commander here with a lot of the human-bred units, of course. He's been doing a lot of expansion with these guys. Ooh, and this is a lot of heavy cav. Gotta be careful. These human-bred really aren't the best. Yeah, he took a couple of losses there. But I think he'll be able to pull through. Now this light cav is not going to be able to do much of anything. Or horse archers. And there we have them routing. Let's see, he did lose 4. Next, we'll watch this Machaka battle here. Ooh, and this is his Spider Knight expansion party against so many knights. Ooh, this is our heavy cav here. Let's see. So we have the webs. It's definitely getting a lot of them stuck, but some of them are breaking free. Okay, and they have a lot routing. Okay, and it looks like Machaka has taken this very nice province here. I like the expansion parties these Spider Knights have seemed to be doing very, very well. That was 15 heavy cav against 12 Spider Knights. Wow. Okay, we know who's superior. Man here attacking 2 provinces here in their expansion. I mean, this is turn 10. We are still in the expansion phase. I usually think of the first year being expansion phase. About drop down, drop some fire. Yep. There goes the commander. It looks like all the troops are routing. They're breathing fire as they run. We'll watch his second battle here in Spring Spires. I think have we seen a fight here before? I think we have. What are these, defenders? No, laneless knights. They look like defenders. Defenders have crossbows though. Landless knights. How interesting. 2 squads. Looks like they dispersed fairly well. And it looks like they're going to be taking this one. Let's look at their stats. 16 protection, good. Defense skill 14, good. I'm sure it's that parry that's added so much defense skill with their shield there. Yep, this is the parry plus 6. 12 hit points, not bad. 11 attacks, go average, morale 12, it's okay. Okay. Just curious on these units. He looks like he's got a limp or he's crippled. He's crippled. He'll probably die on the march. And that's everything for that battle there. He did lose 2, but he took out a significant number, so I think the losses are okay. Next, we have a Ermor battle here. We'll go ahead and jump in Bright Woods. Very same kind of formation that the player has been going with previously. Let's see. It's a Holy One with the Knights, and then a line formation in the front. I don't know if they were on holding attack. I know these guys are very, very slow. These Charius right here, combat speed of 9, yeah, so slow. Maybe he should have pushed them farther up so they hit about the same time the Knights did. Because, I mean, the Knights are 23. I mean, they're over double the combat speed of the other units there. So interesting thing to think about. We did not watch the Ashdod battle. I'm sure this is his massive group of... Yeah, his massive expansion party here. So many of these sacreds that he has with him. I mean, he has had some very, very bad luck as far as some things have gone for him. So I don't blame him for making sure he wins every expansion that he expands into at this point. If he loses another expansion part, he's probably out of the game. I mean, if he loses this, he's out. So we'll go ahead and jump in, and then we'll watch N's battle in the Sleepy Mountains. Lots of mages here. How interesting. Brought 3 mages along. This might be 3 separate groups of expansion. Ooh, cataphracts. Ooh. Well, let's see how they do. I know they're going to be casting Luck, Cheap Fate, yeah. Ooh, just in time. If those cataphracts had been any faster, he would have took out those mages. And it looks like he's cleaning it up now. Okay. That was very, very close there for him. What were the losses on that? So he didn't actually lose anything of any particular value. It looks like the Pale Ones and Wolf Tried kind of blocked some of the cataphracts there in the beginning. Slowed them down. No, cataphracts went right past them. Wow, okay, very close, very close. Interesting, we had some unexpected events happen. They really don't matter for us. Golden Nugget of legendary size, or gold nugget of legendary size, okay? Small gold deposit, ruins of a broken tower, wealth of magic gems have been found. Not really relevant at all, but we'll watch these 2 independent battles it looks like we've had with Statist and Arcocephali, and we'll jump in and see what was going on there. So it looks like Barbarian attack on Statist. Well, he dropped a good number of PD down for this. It looks like he might be able to win. And just barbarians wailing on each other. Ooh, and the Indies are routing. And Statist has defended this one. And let's see about Arco. Direwolves. Ooh, against 6 PD. Direwolves might have this one. I'll fast forward. Wow. Okay, they're routing. Yeah, it's over. Wow, I thought he almost had that for a minute. If those wolves would have routed, that'd been good for him. But no, independents do take this one. So their direwolf commander is still alive. I didn't see him. He must not have routed the field completely yet. Let's watch that again. Let me zoom out some. He should be somewhere over here by the time he routes. Still there. Okay, there he is. Battle's about to be over. Yeah, he's not going to make it off. Ah, so close. How interesting. So let's see how things are turning out for everyone. It turns out that Man actually has a pretty decent expansion. Looks like he's building a fort here on the Statist border. A fortification is over here, building up on N's border. He needs to take out these Knights of the Chalice. And he needs to take this from Arco. He can probably take that with his God next turn. Probably move an army up to take that. Busy has had a pretty solid expansion as far as that goes. I mean, they need to take these two, or they need to take their cap circle and take this, but I mean, the rest of it, look how far they've expanded out into Scalaria area, or the Scalaria Dominion kind of area. They're in N's cap circle. They're outside of Machaca's cap circle. Very, very aggressive here on Abyssia's part. Very interesting. I would definitely like to see how this goes. I mean, even though he hasn't taken his cap circle, even though he still has some area here left blank, he has taken the outer edge of it, so quite interesting. He is outside of Arco's cap circle. He's inside N's. He is outside of Scalaria's, and he is outside of Machaca's cap circle. So he has definitely got a lot of land here. Very, very cool. And if we look at the graphs right now, he is going to be number one in provinces, and that's by a lot. Very, very interesting. And due to that, his income is not as high as I thought it would be. Who's number one in income? Machaca. No? Man's number one in income. Man's number two in provinces. How interesting. So, as far as the N goes, looks like they're still relatively small. They did, looks like they didn't get attacked by Indies. Huh, weird. Maybe it just took the province from them. Don't know. But, they're missing half their cap circle. I don't see any forts coming up. They're definitely small, on the smaller side, unfortunately. Ashdod needs to finish off taking some of this up here in his northern area. It looks like he's kind of stabilized a little bit, so hopefully things work out for him. Arco is still... It's an interesting way how they expanded here. I know they do not want to fight these horse tribe, and this area here is pretty cordoned off for them there, but looks like Abysia is going to be able to take this here. Militia and knights. Maybe, well, I don't know about knights for him. Just an interesting way how Arco has expanded at this point. Armor's expansion looks pretty solid here. Nice square here he's got going on. I'm sure he'll be able to take that fairly easily. I doubt Man is going to push farther. See about Machaca. They had number one in income. They have two farmlands here. They have a third farmland. It could be due to the fact of them having three farmlands. Because other than that, I mean, they're plains. They have an average forest. Probably just due to them having three farmlands. Because even Abyssia's farmlands, they aren't that great. They're both sitting around 80. And that's with 0 unrest. Wow. Both of Machaca's have unrest. No, not all three of them. Just 2 of them. It seems like other than that, all of Abyssia's provinces are very, very low in income. Let's look at this. 18. That one's 68. So, okay, 21, 80, 84, 20, 22, 49, 27, 40s, and 50s. This one here is actually 120, so not bad. That's one of his larger ones. And then 23 income, 26 income. Yeah, even though he's covering a lot of land right now, he really doesn't have much income at all. Whereas you look at Machaca's 158, 75, 36, that's 16. 87, 77, 36, 121, 74. What's this cap making? 443, whereas this cap is making 398. Just mainly due to the fact that Machaca just having so much better scales compared to Abysia as well. We have to take that in consideration. Looks like Statist also took fairly decent scales. Actually, I think their expansion is going fairly well for Statist. I mean, I wish they would have grabbed some more area into Machaca's direction. But, I mean, looking fairly good otherwise. Definitely could set up for an early war. Scalaria, try to pick off a few provinces. If everyone's going to be joining in, for sure. Looks like we have a fort going down here in 38. Trying to make sure, look around to see if we got anything else going on. Don't see anything there. Ooh, looks like we have a lab, a fortification under construction there. I think we already spoke about 17 Gentle Plains, yeah. How about, okay, Machaca has one coming up in 134 on the Statist border. There's also one coming up on 96 on Scalaria's border. There is a... Can we see what... No, we can't see what's in there. It says Witch Doctor. Why did he make... Why did he make a lab here? It might have been an event. Don't know. Very, very interesting. Is Vizia making any fortifications? I don't see any fortifications under construction yet. So he's making one on Arco's border. So we should be seeing a few fortifications coming up very, very soon. And we'll see how they affect the game as far as their positions, things like that. So Ermor already has 2 palisades up. Good. He's building a 3rd one. And he's building a 4th one. Okay, so he's working on 4, 5. Yeah, so he's working on getting his 5th one. He has 2 done and 3 under construction. So not too bad. Looking very, very good for Ermor. I'm surprised he's making this one so far away. I would definitely try to finish that cap circle before I did something a little bit farther away, but it's okay. And I think that's going to be all for this turn here, 10. We'll go ahead and go and check out turn 11, of course. Nope, not there. We're not doing games right now. Scroll down. Nope, that's not it. Went right past it, didn't I? Yep. Here we go. Turn 11. Let's go ahead and jump on in. Lots of battles here. So we have 2 battles from Arco. Let's see what he's up to. And this is just indies here. Not too bad. I mean, we've seen this multiple times already. He's going to be taking things out fairly easily. I think for the these last turn 12 and 11, since we already seen most of these expansion parties, we'll only be watching the bumps that are happening. So we have here, ooh, actually I want to watch this. As I say this, I say, okay, I want to watch it instead. So Cavemen could be very, very strong, very high strength stat here. 9 and 10 attack and defense skill. And they have Dark Vision 50. So, 28 damage. And we have 11 and 8 attack and defense skill. Just due to them, the darkness here, I'm giving them a -3 modifier. So, that attack skill of 9 is going to be making these hits on these Spider Knights. Wow, did not see this one coming. And the webs won't do anything because the strength of the giants are just so high. How interesting. The Spider Knights were doing so well up until they came across these cavemen. Wow, so many of them. They're all just regular spiders now. The night part isn't on them. How cool. Interesting fight there, definitely. So let's go ahead and look at the 3 Statist battles here. Lost 18 flagellants. What's up with all these flagellants? Where's he getting these from? I'm glad they finally took this Icthid province over between him and Ermor. We have a Wet Ones. It looks like this is probably a mercenary group that he has picked up to take that lake. And a Taskmaster has died. Unfortunately, he lost a commander there. 3 flagellants and slave warriors, but he did take the Zot province here, so pretty good. Hopefully he gets well, he wouldn't really want death mages. Ooh, looks like Arco loses a battle. Does he lose? But was defeated. Yes, let's watch this. Ooh, I feel like he would have won if he had more chariots. And the Peltasts are in the front. I feel like these guys should be in the front more than the Peltasts, but it's hard to script. I think they're on the same squad on the square formation. Ooh, and that was his prophet as well. Interesting. But he should be able to take this province out fairly easily come next turn if he has another army beside it. Abizia taking out that knight province that we spoke about. Only losing 5 human bread. Not too bad. A scout. It looks like someone was pinging. Must have been the province inside Ermor's cap circle. Oh, good job on Ermor, only losing 1 of the Trarius here against the Sino-Cephalian. I don't know. These guys are very, very killy here. They have a lot of attacks, a lot of weapons, decent attack skill, high hit points being 20. They can get some good randoms on them as well. So quite interesting for sure. Looks like we have a commander here. I don't know why he keeps attacking, but maybe this one's just a ping. Does he just route? I hope he just routes. What is he doing? Is he on hold? Now he's routing? Why? I'm confused. He should have been placed farther back and just set on route. Ooh, lost 4 chariots here, but he did take out 72 horse tribe. Oof. That was painful. Lost 4 sacreds too. Okay. Let's go and see what his bless is. I forgot. This is not even going to cast. No. It'll just be left a mystery, I suppose. Landless Knight's doing a pretty good job, and we see that man is actually already attacking Ermor. Quite interesting here. And this is not a bump. This is definitely an attack. It's intentional. Ooh, and Abizia takes some losses on these troglodytes here. Abizia attacking empires, but was defeated, yeah. It's that trample that really did him in, I think. Yeah, they killed 27 on their own. Let's go ahead and watch here. When they take that stat penalty for not having the night vision or dark vision, they're not as bad, but he doesn't have many of these battle axe units or flails. It's tough to say. I don't know if a square formation would have helped him out more, if it would have hurt him more. Oh, was that his? Yeah, that was his prophet that just got killed there. Let's watch that one more time. I'm pretty sure that was his prophet. Yes, that was his prophet. Unfortunate. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't quite know how to deal with Trogs in this situation here. Because all of his units hit pretty hard. They have low protection. It's just a trample. I mean, you really wouldn't have to worry about protection or hit points when the hard-hitting troops that he has. It's just trample is just tearing them apart. Wow, okay. How interesting. We have the Bishop General here going, probably taking back N's cap circle, and we will go and click I want to know. Yep, this is his cap circle here. N told me that he had a deal with him. He's supposed to be selling or sending Abizia a couple of turns of the slave market slaves for a while. I don't remember how many in particular, but I know that was the deal for him to leave the cap circle, for him to take it back. I probably wouldn't have made any deals. I would just said, okay, I'm taking my cap circle back. I probably wouldn't have said that. I just would have took that shit back. But it's alright. Let me finish these battles off here. We have Machaca and the Spider Knights. They're doing a great job again. At least these are not cavemen, because if they were, those guys would have got wrecked. Quite interesting. And we see that there is another direwolf attack here. But it was defeated. Let's watch these barbarians. Oh, this was the province that had the barbarian attack last turn. And I guess it now has a direwolf attack this turn. But the amount of barbs that Novell has put into this province has really torn up the direwolves. Yeah, no match for all the barbs. And there we go. How interesting. That's all the battles for this turn, guys. Definitely went through them a lot faster. I know we didn't need to click through all of them. I want to watch a lot of the early turns just to see expansion battles and stuff like that. Quite interesting how people have set things up, how they decided to expand, how the troop units or the units that they have used to expand with. So it was all quite interesting. And this was the lake here that Statist took. So, yeah, things are definitely filled out. You can definitely see the borders that are being made, and it looks like man wanted to take that farmland away from Ermor, but I'm sure that the Dominion of Ermor will have it dropping down to 0 very, very soon, it being outside the cap circle. So good luck trying to keep Dominion out of that. We do see a fort here come up for man. Looks like we have another. No, it's just he just built a temple here. Quite interesting. God, I do not like seeing unforted temples. Does he see any more? Do we see any more fortifications come up? Like I said, and then I see 2 unforted temples here. No, don't see any here. Don't see any for Statist. We have another one come up for Ermor down here. Quite interesting. He won this one so far away. And quite a difficult province here, just due to the fact of how far it is away to reinforce. You have to move from your capital, which is a good capital. It does not have any negative modifiers of movement for you, like forests or mountains. And then you have to move in a forest, out of a forest, onto a plains. And then there's a possibility that you probably will never be able to move through here if you took Cold Dominion like he did. So yeah, hurting his movement. I feel like the first 5 I would have done with them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cap circle. We're good. We're able to move from here to here, here, here. We can move 2 spaces since it's plains. I don't think waste. It does hinder movement. I don't know how much it hinders movement though, but usually enough through planes you'll be able to move 2 provinces. So you'll be able to move here to here. Um, Sometimes catching people in surprise, and that's very, very good for you. It did look like, yeah, this was the night province I spoke about. I expected him to kind of attack. Quite interesting. Good, he took, well, still only 20 income. She's a crappy farmland, a mountain province here. How many forts does Scaleria have up? Just 1, but he is working on 1 more, 2 more, just 2 more. Yeah, just 2 more. How interesting. So things are looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and jump over on turn 12. I don't want the video to last too long. I definitely want to close up this first year expansion, early bumps, things like that pretty fast. There we go, turn 12. Play game. We have Ermor doing Ermor things, making a profit. Yep, and it's the Archbishop, so now he's able to have a Holy 4, so that gives him a better spell as far as vanilla dominions go. Goodness, I cannot remember what it does for life, man. I think it gives all of his, it's like 100% battlefield, or like an AoE 100%. Like gives them all power and speed or something like that. I think that's the one. Or if it's the one that does like the anti-magic. I don't remember. But it's really good for him either way. So we'll go ahead and click here. So taking out more horse tribe with Arco, pretty good. He did lose the last chariot. And I mean, the chariots are expensive. You do have to worry about them. They are 40 gold apiece. So there's another thing to just shrug over. To losing 2 soldier priests here, fighting Deer Tribe. Deer Tribe are relatively easy for end. I'm glad he's taking a few more provinces before it's over. We have a busy attacking independence but was defeated. I guess he's not sure on how many commanders are left in the province. He might be assassinating the same turn. Maybe he failed an assassination and then on the same turn had the scout attack. And since it failed assassination, the scout met a commander there. Not sure. I'm not too familiar with assassination. I've been learning a lot more. I've been learning a lot more about countering assassinations, but I haven't been dealing with assassinations. I don't particularly like assassins that much. Losing 9 human slaves here. At least he took another province. That's good. It's like the forces of End had thrown a mercenary captain at the throne. It looks like a fairly weak throne for wizards here. Let's see what they have on them. Let's see. So we have fire, air, and earth gems. He's 1 across the board. Air, water, astral, 1 across the board. Ooh, a fire 4, air 2. This one's dangerous. Lots of fire, 5 air. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 fire, 5 air. Ooh. You can see some fire elementals in your future. 1 across the board as far as paths, and then 2 air, 3 water, 3 astral. Okay. Not sure what the water I'm not sure what the water, air, astral mages are doing, but I definitely see this guy casting fire elementals. Not sure what this fella here is going to be doing. Maybe Phoenix Fire, fire elementals, I don't know. But this is a lot of chaff. Deer tribe. Yeah, do you think he can take this with possibly what that small stack of 20? No, I'm not kidding. Maybe a stack of 40 units. He can probably take them. Depending on what these guys cast, I'm not sure. But the deer tribe are a joke. The only thing he has to worry about here are the wizards, possibly the 2 deer tribe shamans, just because they can cast things like Tangle and stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, you wouldn't have to worry about anything but those 6 troops on the field. Machaka taking a nice province here. I wonder if he's able to pick up a Necromancer province. Wouldn't be too bad for him. Let's actually, I'll look at it later. See how much death is actually in his nation. I forget sometimes. I think he does have death mages, but I'll have to look just to be sure. Where are we at? We're right here. So we have pirates as a mercenary group for sure. We lose 3 elite warriors, 1 slave. I see a Sobek general here. Probably just to get higher leadership. 10 villains. So it looks like 2 mercenary groups here. Wow, probably Dante's villain. No, not that's Dante Slinger's. I don't remember. But he does take a heavy calf province. Probably a farmland from the looks of it. It is a farmland. And it's a nice farmland. Very, very good. Yeah, he did take all the mercenaries. Victor's villains. I should have known that one. Then Blackbone's pirates. I should have known that one too. So very, very good for Novell here. Definitely taking another farmland is going to be nice for him. He's going to be probably gold capped almost. Mages are expensive. He wants lots of units. So having that high recruitment capability, he's going to be spending a lot of money into these elite warriors, which are 15 apiece. Yeah, they do have very low upkeep, but still, that upfront gold cost is kind of expensive. It sure does add up. And we see Ermor here pinging man for some reason. Quite interesting. Yes, Ermor attacked man but was defeated. It didn't say the scout was discovered. It said he attacked him. Province income a plus 10 for us. Nice. Province income plus 20 for us. Even better. And we have the Scaleria here. It looks like they got attacked by some Indies and they were able to defeat them. I want to see what Scaleria's bless is if we can see it. Are they gonna cast it? Oh, they're casting it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Morale plus 1, shock resistance plus 15, blood surge plus 3. What? Interesting. Undead leadership plus 80. Very average to see the undead leadership. I'm not surprised with the shock resistance. I expected more resistances, to be honest with you. The Blood Surge 3 is interesting. I definitely want to see where we're going with that. So, how cool. Usually enough when you play Scaleria, you wouldn't be using their sacreds that much. Don't they have sacred lictors? I'll have to look. When we have a bad event here for Ermor, these guys are going to be very, very tough to kill. I forget the name of these fellas. It's like a little group of, not mercenaries, but adventurers almost. Fang the Troll Archer. Bogus the Troll. Yeah, I think it's like Bogus something. It's like some kind of event that happens. It's Precious right here. They have some nice weapons. They're pretty. Sometimes they can be tough to kill. They have a lot of nice equipment on. They all have bits and pieces of equipment. That's some greenstone armor, isn't that? Yeah, that's pretty good. 24 protection on that berserking regenerating unit. It also has animal awe. Didn't know they had animal awe. Ice pebble staff. Air 3, nice. Quickness. True long shot bro. Regeneration. Can be tough to fight sometimes, but I mean against lictors he should be fine. The Dark Knight. Does have fear. But yeah, quite interesting. Might be able to pull some cool items off of him. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at the map, then we'll look at the statistics as far as the score graphs go. And that'll be all for the video, guys. We see Scalaria here doing Scalaria things, getting all their soulless, their undead started. Something I did want to check. Pretenders. Yeah, they do have Sacred Lictors. I thought they did. And they had the Shadow Vestals, which are ethereal, which are kind of cool. Grand Thaumaturg. Zuru, is that the Statist hero that they get? I don't remember. So it looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 provinces. I mean, kind of low for your first expansion, but Scalaria wants to stay small. They want to stay under the radar. Let's look at Machaca. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 provinces on turn 12. I think that was 14. I probably miscounted. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't know. 16, 14. I don't know. Close enough. So pretty good as far as their part goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 for a busy. Yeah, busy is definitely in front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Really? Let's see. Provinces. Yeah, busy is in front. God, I must have miscounted or something. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 to 16? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Ashdod is still relatively small at this point. And, I mean, they're not the smallest, at least. They have another fort build up in here, so it looks like they're going to be getting some of their special troops out soon. As far as the people in front, first, second, and third, I feel like that's going to be led by Avizia here, probably followed up by either, as far as expansion went, I mean, Statist could be in the running as well. They cleaned up very nicely. So I'd say second place could be followed by Machaca, Statist, or Man here, since he had a nice expansion due to his Awake Pretender. And then for third place contenders could be anywhere between the runners-up being End, Arcos of Folly, maybe Ermor as well. And then last place, of course, we have Ashdod and Scalaria. So quite interesting. I feel like that is the lineup as of the moment here. Let's go ahead and jump into the score graphs. Of course, we see Abizia here at the front. Then we see followed by Man, Machaca, and Statist all have the same amount of provinces, surprisingly. We have, who comes after them? Probably Arco. No. Arco and End are tied there for the third place amount of provinces. And then you have Scalaria and Ermor, which for some reason I thought Ermor had more than that. I guess because they lost a province. But and then you have Scalaria and Ermor tied for fourth place amount, and then you have Ashdod in the rear here. And ever since he lost those battles, he's been behind so much. I'm only expanding one province per turn. Yeah, very unfortunate for him. Next, we see the forts. Of course, we have Ermor here in the very front. Followed by, what was that? No, that's not Statist. Man. So quite interesting. We have our income, and it looks like Man is on top for income. Looks like over the last few turns he has definitely increased. That's good to see. Or he's been on top for a while, I think. Yeah, for some reason I thought Machaka was on top the other turn. It looks like Man has been on top for a while. Below that we have Machaka, which is beating Abizia here. Surprising to see Abizia around where Statist is, but Statist has been grabbing some good provinces lately, and the value of Abyzian provinces are just not what they should have been. Felt like he should be much higher. I mean, if his provinces probably equaled the value of those of Man or Machaka, I'm sure he'd be much higher than them, just due to how much more land he has. And then, of course, you see Ermor here at the bottom, which Ermor was actually making more money than Ashdod was at one point for a long while, it seems. So that is quite interesting there, quite scary for Ashdod because he is still very, very low as far as that goes. Third, not second to last, but third to last, we see Scalaria here, still very, very poor. They need to be making a lot more money than this. We have End. Arco's coming up a little bit, but yeah, quite interesting what we have going on there. Let's look at Gem income. Wow, looks like Abizia definitely peaked at one point, but then has came down. I wonder if that's the 3 from losing the blood slaves and stuff and the rest of that. So I'm not sure how much that really affects it. Doesn't look like Ermor has found any gems so far. They haven't made any temples yet, so their income has stayed at 10 the entire game so far. So yeah, pretty large jump for Abizia there as they've expanded so well and then kind of plateaued and then dropped. Quite interesting. We see a few people finding some here and there, but I mean, no one started site searching yet. These are just things that it's probably like lava lakes and stuff like that people find as they expand. Next, we'll look at research, and this is quite interesting here. We see Ermor, of course, at the very, very bottom here. We have Statist. No, that's not Statist. Hold on. Who's there at the bottom? That is Man at the bottom. Ooh, he is very, very behind on research. He is sitting there with Abizia. Yes, they are both probably 1 and 2 as far as provinces go, province count goes. But I mean, they have very little research. I hope they don't fall behind in the mid game. That's the only downside to it. Next, you see Scalaria coming up. M's kind of in the middle of the pack there. Ashdod is too. I'm glad his research hasn't suffered too much from his terrible expansions. Machaka not doing too bad. Statist research actually looking pretty good. I think they have a lot of good mages that they will be making and very high research. And then we have Arco in number 1 here. Hopefully he can take that research advantage and run with it in the middle game, or middle age, or not middle age, the middle part of the game there. So next we'll look at Dominion. Of course, I think Man took a very, very high Dominion. But everyone else, it doesn't really matter right now at this point what your Dominion score is, but everyone's about at the same thing. We have our army size. Of course, we see Scalaria and Ermor kind of jumping ahead. And then Statist is going to have all of those slave units that they're going to be making. So yeah, we see your 3 top leaders there. Looks like Abizia has been taking a lot of losses lately. It's probably all the human bread that he's been losing. And now he's kind of plateaued back off as he's starting to get a few more, starting to have a little bit of an upward trend, but not as much, of course, such as Scalaria. You can see here, this is where they started their Scalarian, or their skeleton production here, and they really haven't had any battle since to really drop that at any point. Machaka, I bet this is a turn where he lost those knights and stuff. Who is this? This must be Ashdod. Yeah, it is. I can see him like picking up the slave units here for sure. This is what's going on with his line. Everyone else's has been pretty steady. Little divots up and down. No one has any thrones yet. Let's look at the Hall of Fame. Mercenary. Is that mercenary? Regular random ass commander. We see we see indie commanders here with kills. but it looks like he's died since then. This is a mercenary commander, one of Abyssia's warlords, but he is dead. It looks like another mercenary commander again. The undead are the real threats. Quite interesting name here for Ashdod. It's got 4 kills, 40 experience. And then we have the Prophet of Machaka here. Has got a ridiculous amount of kills, sitting at 39 kills. Quite interesting. Not sure what he's doing to get all those kills. He must have went to an undead province and done some damage, being a holy 3. And then we have an end here with Sylvester, which is the Abbot Sage. Has lightning reflexes here, but he has 0 kills. Heroic battle prowess, not bad. Valor, unequaled obesity, lightning reflexes, heroic endurance, enormous strength, unsurpassed draftness, heroic quickness, and third eye. So, yeah, if you want to read what they actually have as far as their Hall of Fame goes, just hover over them and it'll tell you at the very bottom that you see down there as they pop up. So, pretty cool what's going on. So that's gonna be all for this one, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're enjoying the videos. We have a whole lot to go, of course. Things have been definitely heating up in the game. We have a couple of people out already. It's pretty interesting. Definitely going to enjoy where it's going to go from here. Now we got kind of the boring part over with. We're going to start going into wars. We see a lot more in-depth scripting. A lot more ideas on how to play nations, things like that. So it should be a lot of fun, guys. And make sure to come back and join us for the next one. And I'll see you. Bye.